Time is the most democratic resource in existence. Every human being, no matter where they are born or what circumstances they face, is granted the same 24 hours in a day. The rich cannot buy more of it. The powerful cannot command it. To pause, the poor are not given less of it. Time is the one currency that levels all differences. Yet despite this universal equality, the outcomes of people's lives are vastly different. Some build legacies that endure for generations, while others drift through life unnoticed, their potential never fully realized. What creates this divide? The answer lies in how each individual chooses to spend their minutes. A single minute may seem insignificant. 60 seconds passing by can feel like nothing. But think for a moment. Within 1 minute, a decision can be made that changes everything. A life can be saved. A vision can be born. A dream can be pursued. The seeds of transformation are planted not in hours, but in small increments of time. What feels like a tiny drop is, in truth, a spark that can ignite a fire. Every extraordinary achievement is nothing more than the sum of ordinary minutes, used with extraordinary intention, yet the tragedy is this. Most people treat time as though it were infinite. They delay dreams until tomorrow, not realizing that tomorrow is never promised. They postpone growth, assuming there will always be more time to learn, to build, to improve. They let distractions consume their focus, scrolling, drifting, and waiting for motivation to strike. But time does not wait. It does not slow down to accommodate indecision. Each passing minute is either invested or lost forever. And once it is gone, there is no force in the world capable of bringing it back. Consider this truth. Wasted minutes are wasted potential. Every goal abandoned, every dream forgotten, every skill never developed can often be traced back to the careless surrender of time. But the opposite is equally powerful. When you choose to guard your minutes, when you decide to treat them as sacred, you awaken a force that propels you forward. Each focused minute becomes a building block, stacking one upon another until they form the foundation of mastery. Greatness is not built in leaps and bounds. It is constructed in steady, deliberate layers of time. Imagine the compounding effect of using just 15 minutes each day to pursue growth. In a week, that is nearly 2 hours. In a month, it is an entire day. In a year, it is over 12 days dedicated solely to becoming better, stronger, wiser. What seems small in isolation becomes monumental in accumulation. This is the power of a single minute multiplied by consistency. But to unlock this power, a shift must occur, a shift in how you perceive time. Stop viewing minutes as disposable. Start seeing them as opportunities. A minute wasted is a chance you surrendered. A minute used with intention is a victory gained. When you begin to respect time at its smallest measure, you unlock the ability to shape hours, to command days, and to ultimately design a life of purpose. There will always be distractions pulling at your attention. There will always be reasons to delay. But the clock is indifferent to your excuses. The minutes continue to move forward, whether you act or not. The question is not whether time will pass, will. The question is whether you will rise to meet it with focus, discipline, and determination. A single minute may seem ordinary, but it is anything but ordinary. It is a fragment of your life, a piece of your future, a breath of your legacy. Treat each one with reverence. Guard them fiercely. Direct them wisely. For when you learn to master your minutes, you begin to master your destiny. Time has an enemy, an enemy so subtle that most never even notice its presence. It doesn't come with loud alarms or flashing lights. It doesn't break down the door and demand attention. Instead, it creeps in quietly, disguised as harmless moments of delay, endless distractions, and fleeting comforts. This enemy is the silent thief of time. And if you are not vigilant, It will rob you of the most precious resource you will ever own. The thief does not always appear in grand forms. It rarely shows itself as catastrophic loss or major failure. More often, it appears in the smallest choices, the decision to put off what matters until later, the willingness to scroll endlessly through distractions, the acceptance of tasks that bring no value to your growth. Each time you yield, the thief takes something from you. Not money, not possessions, but minutes, those invisible treasures that quietly determine the quality of your future. What makes this thief so dangerous? Is its invisibility? If someone stole your wallet, you would notice instantly. If someone robbed your home, you would take immediate action. But when your minutes are stolen, there is often no sound, no disruption, no immediate pain. The clock continues ticking as if nothing happened, while opportunities vanish behind you. And by the time you realize what has been taken, it is too late. Think about the hours lost to hesitation. How many ideas have been buried in procrastination? How many opportunities have slipped away because of waiting for the perfect time? The truth is, perfection is a myth, and waiting is a trap. Every time you tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," the thief of time smiles, because it knows tomorrow is a promise you may never collect. Distraction is another mask the thief wears. In a world filled with constant noise, every buzz, ping, and flashing notification is designed to steal your attention. And with your attention goes your minutes. What may feel like harmless moments of checking, browsing, or scrolling quickly turns into hours you can never reclaim. The thief thrives in environments where focus is surrendered and intention is absent. But perhaps the greatest disguise of the thief is comfort. Comfort convinces you that there is no urgency, that there is no harm in waiting, that tomorrow will always be available. It whispers that it is safer to remain where you are than to stretch into the unknown. And so you stay, you delay, you surrender. Your minutes in exchange for temporary ease while your potential remains untapped, and your dreams remain distant. The danger of the silent thief is not just the time it steals in the moment. Its greatest damage is the compound effect of years spent in small delays and unnoticed distractions. One wasted minute does not seem costly, but multiply it by hundreds, then thousands, then tens of thousands. Soon, entire chapters of life are gone, not because of a single catastrophic mistake, but because of countless unnoticed thefts. To defeat the thief, awareness is the first weapon. Recognize the small ways in which time is stolen from you. Notice how quickly moments of distraction accumulate. Notice how easily procrastination convinces you to wait. Notice how comfort lulls you into inaction. Awareness brings clarity, and clarity is the beginning of change. The second weapon is intention. Time is safest when it has a purpose. Every minute you assign to something meaningful becomes guarded, protected, and strengthened. The thief cannot take what has already been claimed with purpose. When you give your minutes direction, they no longer drift. Aimlessly, they build. They compound, they create. And the third weapon is discipline. Awareness and intention are meaningless without the discipline to act. Discipline is the shield that protects your minutes from the thief. It is the decision to rise when you want to remain still. It is the commitment to act when excuses demand delay. It is the refusal to surrender your minutes to anything unworthy of your potential. The thief of time is silent, but its impact is loud. It shapes destinies, determines outcomes, and writes the story of lives lived unfulfilled. But you do not have to be its victim. You can guard your minutes. You can protect them with awareness, intention, and discipline. Do not allow the silent thief to steal from you any longer. Take back your minutes. Take back your time. For in doing so, you take back your life. The most powerful moment of your life is not yesterday, and it is not tomorrow. It is now. This very second holds more potential than any memory of the past or any vision of the future. Yet most people overlook it. They live chained to what has already happened or distracted by what has not yet arrived, while the present moment, the only space where action is possible, slips away unused. The past is fixed. No amount of regret can rewrite it. No amount of guilt can undo it. The future is uncertain. No amount of planning can guarantee it. No amount of worry can control it. But now this moment in your hands is alive, immediate, and full of possibility. The way you choose to use this very second shapes the direction of everything that follows. Far too often, people live as prisoners of time, trapped in memories or lost in anticipation. Some replay mistakes from yesterday, shackled by regret, never realizing that every second spent dwelling on the past is a second stolen from progress. Others live in constant waiting, convincing themselves that they will begin when conditions are perfect, when they feel ready, when the stars align. But perfection never comes. Readiness is an illusion. And waiting becomes a lifetime of delay. The truth is simple. The only time you will ever be able to act is now. Every decision, every achievement, every turning point has always been made. In the present moment, think about it. When a dream is pursued, it begins in now. When a goal is achieved, the effort required to reach it happened in countless moments of now. Progress does not live in the future. It is created in the present. The tragedy of ignoring the present is that it wastes the one resource that is guaranteed. The past is gone. The future is not promised. But the present is here, breathing in your hands, asking you to do something with it. When you dismiss it, you dismiss your own opportunity to grow, to learn, to create. Consider the incredible power of urgency. When you truly grasp the value of now, you no longer say, "I will begin tomorrow." You say, "I will begin today." You no longer wait for permission. You no longer wait for the right time. You understand that this is the right time. This is the only time you will ever truly control. When you treat now with respect, even the smallest actions become transformative. 5 minutes of learning now builds into wisdom later. 10 minutes of discipline now lays the foundation for consistency later. A single decision made now may redirect the course of your entire future. The smallest investment in this moment compounds into outcomes far greater than you can see in the present. Living in the now also demands presence. Presence means giving your full attention to the moment in front of you. It means focusing on the task at hand without scattering your energy across distractions and anxieties. It means immersing yourself in the reality of this second and wringing every ounce of value from it. Presence turns ordinary minutes into extraordinary progress. The greatest waste of life is not death, it is the minutes squandered by ignoring the present. People die long before their bodies are gone because they fail to live in the moment that matters most. They miss conversations with loved ones because they are distracted. They delay dreams because they are waiting. They lose years of potential because they never truly embrace the urgency of now. But there is hope in this truth. No matter how many minutes you have lost to the past, no matter how many you have surrendered to waiting, this present second is yours. It is not too late. The power of now is available to you right here, right now. With a single choice, you can shift from hesitation to action, from regret to progress, from waiting to building. The clock does not stop, but neither does your ability to decide. And in this very moment, you can choose to make your minutes matter. You can choose to begin. You can choose to act. Because now is all you will ever truly have, and the value of now is the value of your life itself. Asterisk time alone is not enough. Having 24 hours in a day does not guarantee progress, because not all hours are equal. An hour spent scattered in distraction is not the same as an hour spent immersed in focus. A minute invested with full energy can achieve more than an hour wasted in half-hearted effort. To make every minute work for you, you must learn to align time with energy and focus. Many believe the secret to achievement is simply working harder. But effort without direction is exhaustion without results. It is not how much time you spend that matters, it is the quality of energy you bring into that time. A tired, distracted, and unfocused mind can sit in front of opportunity for hours and achieve nothing. But a clear, disciplined, and fully engaged mind can transform even a brief moment into a breakthrough. Energy is the fuel of your minutes. Focus is the steering wheel that directs where those minutes go. Without fuel, you cannot move forward. Without direction, you go in circles. But when energy and focus are aligned, your minutes become unstoppable engines of progress. The modern world is full of distractions designed to scatter your focus. Notifications compete for your attention. Endless entertainment beckons you to drift. The temptation to multitask makes you believe you are doing more, when in truth, you are diluting your energy across tasks that never receive the intensity required for meaningful results. Focus is lost in fragments, and with it, time is wasted. The antidote is clarity. Clarity creates focus, and focus multiplies energy. When you know exactly what matters most in a given moment, you eliminate the noise. You cut away the unnecessary. You guard your attention like a fortress. In that space of clarity, even a small window of time becomes powerful. Think of the difference between light and a laser. Light spreads in all directions, illuminating but weak. A laser concentrates that same light into a single beam, and in doing so, gains the power to cut through steel. Your energy works the same way. When it is scattered, it is harmless. When it is concentrated, it is unstoppable. This is why alignment matters. You must bring both your energy and your focus into harmony with your time. Do not waste your most alert hours on meaningless distractions. Do not pour your energy into tasks that move you nowhere. Guard your peak energy for your highest priorities and allow your focus to cut through everything that does not align with your purpose. Alignment also requires self-awareness. Not every moment of the day carries the same energy. Learn when you are at your strongest, most alert, and most creative. For some, it is the early morning. For others, it is late at night. Whenever that window exists, protect it fiercely. Do not give it away to trivial tasks. Do not surrender it to noise. Use it to build, to create, to push forward on the work that defines your future. And when your energy dips, do not waste precious time forcing productivity on empty fuel. Rest is not weakness. Sit is strategy. A rested mind regains clarity. Recharged body multiplies efficiency. Without recovery, focus fades and minutes are wasted. With recovery, you return stronger, capable of achieving in 1 hour what might otherwise take 3. When energy and focus align, you enter a state of flow. Minutes vanish, distractions fade, and progress accelerates. What once felt difficult becomes natural. What once seemed impossible becomes achievable. In flow, every minute is amplified because it is filled with your undivided attention and your highest energy. Do not mistake being busy for being productive. The world is full of people who fill their hours but achieve little because their energy is scattered and their focus is absent. Productivity is not about doing more, it is about doing what matters most. With intensity and clarity in the minutes you have, your time is finite, but your energy and focus give it power. Align them, protect them, direct them with precision. For when time, energy, and focus converge, you unlock the true potential of every single minute you are given.